I'm not really sure that you need an onboarding for your app. And to be honest, I'm not really sure that you should have one. What's up, guys? Welcome back to this new daily. My name is G, and we are on the French countryside. It's almost winter. I'm so happy to be back. Subscribe to the channel because on this channel, I'm going to post raw vlogs about my life, talking about tech, talking about a lot of stuff. And random cats arrive here just to say hi. That's so funny. That's just like a real genuine real genuine vlog, real genuine shootout. The little cat is going to come and I'm going to talk about the onboarding with you guys. Come here, come here. The name of this cat is Sky. Look at him. I don't know if you can see him. I don't know if he's going to enter into the frame. Oh, Mimi. Take a look at him. Oh la la. Oh yes. So funny, right? Alright guys, so we had a discussion with Robin Camp on X. And it was amazing because we were talking about onboarding. And to be honest, it's been 15 years that I'm in the tech industry so far, right? And I've worked on more than 100 startups, 100 products. And let me tell you something. Not every app needs an onboarding. And actually onboarding, it's really messy to build at first because your product is going to change all the time. So if you want to onboard people, normally you want to ask them information that will be useful for later, but also you want to drive them through the app, show them stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here there's a first problem. The first problem is that when you ask people for information, it's really boring for them, right? They don't necessarily want to give information at first, they want to try the product. So here, if you ask for information, most of the time, you're going to drop a lot of users on the fly, okay? So how can you do it? We're going to talk about that after. The second thing is that your app is brand new and a lot of things are going to change in your app because you didn't find yet your product market fit, right? You don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. So what you got to do is not to do an onboarding to drive people through the app because otherwise you will have to change the onboarding all the time, okay? So this is the second reason why you should not onboard people like this way. The thing that you want to do when you create a web application, it's to make your user use it immediately when they sign up. And if you can, just try to make it available without any sign up. I'm going to explain you how to do it. So the first thing that you want to do is to have a very smooth product, a product that people can understand in 10 seconds. So if you have to explain to them how the product works, you failed. Okay, this is really hard. I know, guys, it's really, really hard to do, but that's the real game. The real game of software development is it's to do a product that explains itself, okay? And I know a lot of you aren't doing that. You don't think about that, but that should be your main concern. The fact that in 10 seconds, we understand what your product is for, and in 30 seconds to make it work, and 30 seconds to 1 minute. Really, really hard, I know, but that's the game. And you will work your entire life on that to make it very efficient. So if I sign up and I have a pop-up that asks me for information to continue to use the product, I'm going to drop, okay? I don't want to waste my time. It's nice for me to be here. So if you piss me off with some information that you want to catch or stuff like that, it's over for me, right? After that, if I don't understand the product and I have to follow your onboarding to use the product, this is wrong. You make it wrong. Not the client, you make it wrong. And we had this discussion with Robin, and Robin was talking about the fact that when users sign up, he has to do the onboarding and stuff. And in most of the apps that he created, it was the most painful part. Yes, of course, Robin, it was the main painful part. And I know you know that, man, because we exchanged about it. It's the most painful part because this is where you drop a lot of people and you don't want to drop people. You want to catch them, and to catch them, you got to show them the product and let them use the product and get their candy at the end. Okay, think about the reward as a candy. Okay, they gotta have their candy at the end. Otherwise you're gonna drop them. In some cases, you're obliged to let users sign up, or at least to catch some data. There's one possibility, and I was talking about that at the beginning of the vlog. I'm going to try to come back on it and try to talk slower because I know I got an accent and I talk really fast. Some apps let you just use the products without signing up. So you can save in your local storage a fake user, and when the user sign up, you just synchronize the data locally with the data on the cloud, right? That's a solution. The other solution is just to let the user sign up once and do not ask for any other information. If they want to put information, they would have to click on the profile, and when they go on the profile, if they click on the profile, this is where you ask them to fulfill information if they want to. But you never force the user to input information. Okay? So that was a quick vlog, guys. That was a quick talk to say that 95% of the time you never need an onboarding, right? You don't need an onboarding because this is the hardest time for a product to catch user, and this is the best solution to drop them at this point. Okay? Thanks for listening to me, and see you soon. Bye.